want to come back to Pulwama and kitne Ghazi aaye, kitne Ghazi gaye. How did you all, without sharing anything operational, how did you crack who this Ghazi was in this case? How, was there a story behind that? Must be fascinating. Obviously, you have your int on the ground, all of that. But how did you set about finding who was responsible for this?
Ma'am, without going into
any details,
the technical and operational details, I written this book. Getting intelligence is a very, very technical and tedious job.
Yes.
And this module, we knew this module, जैसे हिंदी movies में नहीं बोलते अभी underground हो जाओ.
Yeah.
We knew this module after this incident is going to go underground and not make any transmission. They're going to get into a safe place. And there afterwards, once they get into a safe place, they stop communicating. It's very difficult to track. So for the next 48 hours, I have given details in the book. We carried out so many operations, speculative operations, on operations of likely hideouts, on the operation of likely sympathizers. We did not let them come to a standstill.
As you had said, we will get the bastards.
We will get the bastards. And two things. If you are moving, you will be seen. If you are going to the next location, you will tie up the logistics. Somebody will receive you, somebody will guide you, somebody will make a hideout.
Yeah.
You will make communication. We wanted them to move and we wanted them to make communication. Both these things we will pick up. So this is exactly what happened. And even when we got this intelligence of Pinglana village, we had only 3 hours. They would move again. It was a red hot intelligence. I explained in the book what is the red hot intelligence, what is the background intelligence. We had only 3 hours to strike. We struck in the middle of the night. And this operation lasted more than a day. In spite of initial casualties of Major Vibhuti Dondial and soldiers, 55 Rashtriya Rifles, Jammu Kashmir Police did not let their guard down. Ma'am, it's very difficult to sustain the tempo of operation once you have casualties. There is a sort of a pause. But hats off to the troops on ground, 55 Rashtriya Rifles, Jammu Kashmir Police, they did not break the tempo of operation. They did not let the terrorist break contact.
And it's also because our officers lead from the front.
Yes, ma'am. Our officers lead from front in that particular operation also. Brigadier Harbir Singh was on leave. He voluntarily cut short his leave, returned back to Srinagar from the airport. He drove straight to the operational site. DIG Amit of Jammu Kashmir Police also was on the spot. Yeah. They both were leading from the front. They both got injured. This is how. And I take you back to my childhood in the army. My first day in the unit, I didn't realize this officer leading from the front. My first day in the unit was during the PT period in Sikkim. It was snowing. I had only seen instructors in ND and IMA coming and standing behind the PT parade. I went and stood behind the PT parade as a second lieutenant. After marching of the parade, Subedar Major Nandaram Saab, he walked up to me and gave me the first lesson of my life. He walked up to me and he says, Jain Saab, Fauj mein officer hamesha aage. What he told me was that you don't stand behind the man, you always come and stand in front of the men and you lead. Yeah. And that time I thought I have to be in front so that men can see me. But I explained in the book later on, as the more wisdom came in, the officer has the maximum intelligence. Prior to start of the operations, during the operation, the inputs are coming to officer because he has the radio set means of communication. Yeah. He is in touch with battalion headquarters, the brigade headquarters, the neighboring unit, the source, and other people. So he is the right person in the front to take a decision to modify the plan. Now, if he is not leading, he is expecting some young officer or a Subedar Saab to modify the plan, he will not have the correct information. Yeah. That is the reason the officers in Indian Army, they always lead from the front.
Extraordinary.